You're limiting your upside and you are limiting your downside. So you're capping your upside and you are capping your downside. That's what I mean by that. You can't make past your call and you can't lose past your put. So if the market dropped 50% like it did in 2008, the whole concept of what I'm trying to teach here, what we here at Dorian Trader trying to teach regarding these collar strategies, is that you have a buy and hold type of process. So when you're doing our safeguard strategy here at Dorian Trader, we have structured it to mirror a buy and hold process, but be better than that, to be like putting gasoline on it or using steroids on it. The reason why I say that is this, you guys. If you bought 100 shares in the S&P 500, the index, like using the SPY, or you put money into a mutual fund that mirrored the S&P 500. That is a traditional type of buy and hold. You just buy the mutual fund or buy the ETF and then you just go away. You do not look at it or decide to change it or anything. You're just going to sit and forget for the most part, right? That's not necessarily buy and hold in reality, but I just use that as the premise. Most years, 68+% of the time, if you did that on the S&P 500, what you started with that year with will be more at the end of that year. If you did that every 5-year period, it's going to be 80 something percent of the time. Any 10-year period is going to be 94% of the time. It's going to be higher. If you did that any 20-year period, not cherry picking any of these time frames, you guys, any period that I'm explaining, any 20-year period would have been 100% of the time you'd have been up. You'd have been average though, because anyone else that did that would have had the same type of gains. You're okay with being average, which I know you guys are not, then that's fine. But I took, not just I, all of us at Dorian Trader, Dr. Meadows, Danielle, Ernie, David, Wanza, Eric, and so forth, we have took this process and have made it better, in our opinion, by taking all the great things about buy and hold and then marrying options to it. Before we continue with the video, I just want to quickly point out, if you need any additional help, please consider joining our trading club. You can do that by clicking on the link in the description area, and you'll get a 3-month trial for a flat fee of $60. We look forward to seeing you in the trading club. Back to the video. What happens when you marry options to it, you can take, for example, if we're doing a collar, you can take 100 shares, which will equal 100 deltas. You can sell a call against it. Just say you sell a call. And let's just say that call that you sell equals 25 deltas, 25 negative deltas. And then you can take some monies from that call and buy a put for less than that call. And that's going to be the put to make up the collar strategy if you're going to be doing that regarding the safeguard. And let's say you bought that put at a 25 delta. That's also going to be negative. So in this case, if you add all this up, it's still going to be a positive 50 deltas, because a collar strategy is bullish, just like a covered call, just like just outright buying shares. But instead of just outright buying shares, which will be 100 deltas as we talked about, you are marrying the call and the put to it to create the collar strategy. You're limiting your upside and you are limiting your downside. So you're capping your upside and you are capping your downside. That's what I mean by that. You can't make past your call and you can't lose past your put. So if the market dropped 50% like it did in 2008, you wouldn't participate with that type of drop, because your put, the way we teach this collar strategy, is usually no more than like 3% away from at the money when you initiate that collar strategy. So it's no way possible you're going to participate in a drop with those type of levels. Not even a 10% drop, like a correction. You're not going to participate at that level. if you put these puts the way we talk about setting up this collar strategy. We have created this strategy not only to benefit when the market goes up, but lose significantly less when the market goes down. And then when the market is doing nothing, to be able to still benefit from a weekly type of dividend that you can create from this type of strategy. So you guys have heard of ETF, covered call ETFs. You've heard of buy and hold. You've heard of just, outright futures contracts. You've heard of people outright buying calls. You've heard of all of that. We've tried to take all of those things and put it into the safeguard strategy and make it as safe as possible, safer than buy and hold. Most professionals, most financial advisors out there would say buy and hold in an index is one of the safest ways, if not the safest thing, besides going into a treasury bond. It's nothing out there safer than that over time. And you will make significantly more money percentage wise than putting your money in treasuries. So we take that concept, right? Nothing is 100%, not even treasuries, even though they have been in the past. It doesn't mean they're going to always be 100%. But we take this fact, and then what we do is we build the safeguard strategy around it to make it a lot safer and give you still even more kind of potentially upside. But to understand that and to be able to have all those the kind of perks, you have to understand the process, right? And the difficult part of the safeguard strategy is that if you want to make it even better, understanding how to adjust it is important. You do not know, you don't have to know how to adjust at a high level. You don't have to adjust it at all. Some of you heard me say that the safeguard strategy was originally called the 1 day a month strategy. You put it on 1 month, 1 day, you come back 31 days, and then whatever happens there tells you what to do next. You don't do any type of adjusting. Can you do the safeguard that way? Absolutely. But you're not going to experience the power of it as much if you don't do it the way we've been talking about, of a weekly type of strategy, resetting each week. Because if the market is running up a ton, your call is going to be in the money too fast doing a 30-day type of process, and you're not going to get all that appreciation that really helps with this strategy. But if you're resetting every week, you're going to get most, if not all, of that appreciation as the market is going up. So you want to learn how to adjust these, and that's what we've been talking about. And so just write down your questions, review the videos, and try to learn it the best you can. And by doing that, dedicating yourself to it, those 3 Ds that we talked about, desire, dedication, and discipline, you're going to get this strategy. Okay. You're going to get it, and it's going to benefit you for the remainder of your life, understanding this safeguard strategy.